Well, for most of my adult life, I always suffered with low-grade fevers, and I was actually diagnosed with Epstein-Barr. And I tried different things to treat it naturally because my doctor just scoffed at it, didn't believe it was a real thing. So I had chronic fatigue. I'm talking 30 years, raising my children. I remember being at the bottom of the stairs with a basket of laundry and not knowing how I was going to climb those stairs, and just have to pause for a moment and gather all my strength to get up the stairs with a basket of laundry. And so I have literally the majority of my life have not felt well. To feel the way I do now is such a blessing. Well, when I first saw Dr. Greg's videos on TikTok, and I was like, oh my gosh, somebody might be able to help me. Because I got COVID, and I had long COVID, and it brought out all, everything that was latent in my body. And I had been running a fever for 8 months. And I'm talking 103, 102, on a good day, it would be 100, but for 8 months. And my doctor told me there's nothing I can do for you. And, they did blood work, sent me to the COVID recovery center. They just wanted to give me Benadryl at night, take trazodone to sleep, but nothing. And I'm not a medication person, so I knew that wasn't the answer. So when I saw his videos, I was like, okay, I've got to reach out. And I did, and started this incredible journey because he actually took me seriously and made me feel like I wasn't going insane and this wasn't just in my head. I did not start feeling better right away. So, I started the protocol, and it probably was a couple months before I started having some days without fevers. And I was just like, wow, I think I'm getting better. I think I feel better. I was very dedicated to doing everything that Mary Beth told me to do. And I would say at the 2-month mark, I started to notice a change. The big win was being fever-free because I have lived with fevers forever. So to be able to actually have a day that I'm not running a fever was absolutely amazing. And, it wasn't always easy. And some of the things that you have to take don't taste that great. But I just persevered and did it because I made that choice that I was going to live instead of die. Because at that mark that I reached out to Dr. Greg, I was ready to die. I didn't want to, but I couldn't go on like that. And today I have energy. I feel good. My body temperature regulates. I used to be really miserable in the winter. I was so cold. So if I didn't have a fever, my temperature was actually subnormal. So it's just I could not regulate that body temperature. And just to be here today and feel good and have energy is just a miracle. He saved my life. It's a miracle. At that point, I was ready to do anything, and to have that guidance and tell me what I need to do to get healthy. And it was just oh, thank God. Thank God someone hears me. I just want to be heard. Don't wait. Don't wait. If you take that step, you're on your way to feeling the best you've ever felt. And, I was a single mom, so money was tight. It's not cheap, the protocols, but however you guys make it manageable with payment plans. And if I can do it, anyone can do it. And find the money, because even Western medicine is expensive. But at least this is going to conquer the problem and not just put a Band-Aid on it, or have, you take one thing and then you get side effects. These are just, it's the best thing in the world, and do not hesitate. Go for it. You will not regret it. And everyone that I meet that has an autoimmune disease or something the doctors can't figure out, I send them, you've got to talk to Dr. Greg's office, because they will cure you.